What's up, you guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda Marie. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. If you're already a part of the Amanda Marie family, then welcome back. Thank you guys for coming over and watching another fragrance video with me. If you're new to my channel, over here I love to talk about fragrances. I love to smell good. That's my thing. What can I say? I just love fragrances. So if you're someone that is into fragrances just like me, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, okay? That way you don't miss out on any future videos. Before I even get started, I'm gonna tell you, this may be a very lengthy video, okay? I'm not gonna go into detail with every fragrance that I show you guys. I'm just going to kind of show you the fragrance and then I'm going to kind of move on. The only fragrance that I will go into detail with is this beautiful fragrance that was sent to me from the house of Fragrance Du Bois. Listen, do you guys ever kind of wake up in the morning and you check, the first thing you do is like check your email? I don't know if y'all do that, but I do that. And I woke up one morning to an email from Fragrance Du Bois. I literally jumped up out of my bed. I had to like get the crust out of my eyes because I was like, am I still dreaming? Is this a dream? I mean, is this real? Like, I literally like sat up out of the bed. I was so beside myself when I saw that email. Okay. Fragrance Du Bois. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. So this is a fragrance haul video, okay? So if you're interested to see the fragrances that I've hauled, not even for the month of September because the month is still going, right? We're still like in the second week of September and I've done a lot, okay? I've done a lot. Okay, so let's get into this beautiful fragrance that I got from the house of Fragrance Du Bois. Here is what the packaging looks like when you get it. This is like kind of just like a cardboard box, which you lift it up from the top and then this part comes down like that and you guys see the beautiful gold detailed with their company logo and their company name, and then you just slide the box out like so. And this is velvet, you guys. This is so exquisite. When I tell you, the first words that come to mind when I think about this fragrance house is luxury. That is opulence, okay? Beauty, like glamour. You know what I'm saying? You guys get where I'm going with this. Okay? I am a sucker for fragrances that come in this coffret. I hope that's what it's called. Maybe I'm making up my own name for it because it does remind me of a coffin for fragrances. So anyway, you open it up from the top here. Voila, look at this. Look how gorgeous this is, okay? This is absolutely gorgeous. As you guys can see, I'm color coordinating with my perfume today in the box. So this is Milano. This is the fragrance that they sent me. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of this beautiful coffret. I will be leaving the fragrance in its coffret and displaying it here with my other fragrances. So I'm gonna take it out. Here's a closer look at the fragrance. I'm in love with the bottle. I'm in love with the packaging. Like I said, it just reminds me of luxury, you guys. This is very beautiful. The bottle is weighty, okay? It's heavy. So on the back, it has the company logo and it says an original perfume by Fragrance Du Bois. I don't know if you guys can see that from the glare, but that's what it says on the back. This is a 3.5 fluid ounce. And I would just say US dollar. I went online and I was pretending like I was going to buy a fragrance for myself, and it's a European, it's a UK based fragrance house. I don't know if I said that in the beginning. So when you're looking at the website, everything is in pounds, but when I went to pay, like I pretended like I was gonna pay with PayPal, and it converted everything to the US dollar. So I want to say when it did that, it said $295 US dollar. So this fragrance is roughly around $300. So if you're gonna buy this fragrance, I could tell you right now, if you're looking for a quality, luxurious fragrance, this is well worth the money. Okay, let's get into the fragrance. Okay, now I did get the email that she was sending me Milano, so it gave me a chance to go on Fragrantica and research the notes. Another thing too, this fragrance house is known for its ouds. Okay, even on the box it says here, pure oud, pure luxury. So this house is known for oud fragrances. That initial smell, I get something sweet, like fruity sweet. I get the oud, you guys. The oud is so soft and sexy and beautiful in this fragrance. It's just, oh man, it's just amazing. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. I get the leather. I don't know if I said that. I get something kind of powdery, something kind of musky in this fragrance. In the top it has orange, and I would totally agree. This, in the initial spray, this comes off very citrusy. Okay, so in the top you get orange, saffron, thyme, and bergamot. In the middle you get fruity notes, jasmine, olibanum, and in the base you get leather, vanilla, musk, amber, and woody notes. This is gorgeous, you guys. The leather in this fragrance is not offensive. Okay, it is smooth. The oud is smooth. You get those woody notes. So I would describe this as a sweet, citrusy, woodsy fragrance. Okay, it is very reminiscent, in my opinion, to Yerba Pura by Xerjoff. That is very similar to that fragrance, in my opinion. I don't know if the Yerba Pura has oud in it like this one does. The oud in this is so good. My daughter smelled it as well. She said it reminded her of Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. Very sexy, you guys. This is very, very sexy. I see people, like, I just tell that this is going to be an attention grabber, okay? Because it has a lot of appeal to it, a lot of sexiness to it. It's very mysterious. It has a little dark side, but not too dark. You can tell this is quality oud, you know. And oud, I know I've mentioned this to you guys before, but when a company or a perfumer adds oud to fragrances, like really nice oud, they do have a tendency to be on the pricey side, because from my understanding, the wood that the oud comes from is not cheap. So, and sometimes oud can be very piercing to your nose. It can be clawing. It could come off kind of animalic. It could come off kind of, some people like to say, stinky type of smell, but not this one. This is a beautiful, top-notch quality oud. It's like a oud that I've not smelled. Okay, I also want to make mention that this fragrance is very unisex to me. It is one of those fragrances that you would smell because of the sweet fruity notes in this fragrance. You would think, oh, you know, could this be for a woman? And then the oud and the leather and the woody notes kind of, you know, gives it a masculine touch. So unisex fragrance just makes me question, you know, is it for a man? Is it for a woman? If you have to question it, then in my opinion, it's totally unisex. So I also want to make mention that Milano is part of their Fashion Capitals line, and Milano actually happens to be the fashion capital of Italy. So I believe that they actually captured the essence of that in this fragrance, even though I've never been to Italy. But if this is what Italy smells like, please take me there. Like, I need to go there soon. I'm so happy to have this fragrance in my collection. This is my first fragrance from the house of Fragrance Du Bois, and I'm just happy to have it in my collection. So I want to send a big thank you to Fragrance Du Bois for thinking of me and sending me this beautiful fragrance. I will cherish it with everything, okay? Mwah. Thank you guys so much. So I got me some tea here because I got a lot of fragrances to talk about. So let's go ahead and get started with that. And this is not going to be in any particular order. I would just kind of tell you guys where I bought the fragrance. So I was in Burlington's and TJ Maxx. They were literally next door to each other over here where I stay. And I got a couple of goodies. I got this from TJ Maxx. This is from Bulgari, and this is Aqua Divina. Probably not saying that right. You guys, I opened this up and this bottle is absolutely gorgeous. Again, I'm not going to go into any notes. I will be talking about this fragrance in full detail in videos coming up. But nice. This is powdery. This may have a little bit of bergamot in the top. It just smells like silk or linen or something like that. Very nice quality. The bottle is absolutely gorgeous. Listen, when I find fragrances in TJ Maxx or Marshalls, Burlington's, wherever I go, and I look up and get a fragrance like this, I feel like it's my birthday or something. Because I don't run into fragrances like this too often. And I want to say I spent like $32 on it, $35, something around that area. It wasn't expensive at all. So I was super happy about that. Roberto Cavalli, I believe this is probably one of his original fragrances. And this is just the Eau de Parfum. Now, my girl, Amber Chantel, she always talks about this fragrance. And I knew one day I would look up and find it in TJ Maxx or Marshalls, wherever in the discount stores, and I did. I like this fragrance. I really do. This fragrance reminds me of Olympia Intense. It reminds me of Ornament. It has a coconut type of scent to it, and I really do like it. It's really, really pretty. So I will be holding on to this one. Now, some of these fragrances, I don't know if I'm going to keep around, but we shall see. You know how I am, child. Like, I can be in love with a fragrance today and hate it the next day, or I can hate it today and love it tomorrow. It just depends. Like, my nose is very funny like that. So we just have to see. Sophia fragrance by Sofia Vergara. A lot of people talked about this fragrance in the fragrance community. They said it was a pretty good celebrity fragrance. You guys, I'm not really into celebrity fragrances like that. Every now and again, I do run across a celebrity fragrance that I fall in love with. But I will tell you, this is a pretty good fragrance. It reminds me a lot of Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. This is what the bottle looks like. And again, it smells like Coco Mademoiselle to me. When I first smelled this fragrance, that is what I got, okay? But it's a beautiful scent. So I don't know if I'm going to be keeping that around because I do own a bottle of the Chanel Coco Mademoiselle, so we'll see. I got rid of my Club de Nuit because it actually smells like Coco Mademoiselle, and I'm trying to get out of having fragrances like that, you know, in my collection where I have the original and then I have something that smells similar. It's like it's starting not to make sense to me. So, and plus, you know, having that extra fragrance, the dupe, if you will, or the smell alike, whatever, is taking up room. So I don't know if I'm going to hold on to the Sophia. If you guys are not following me on Mercari, please go down in my description and click on it and follow me. Another thing too, I don't know if I'm going to keep selling fragrances on Mercari because, honey, Mercari be trying to make their money too. And you know, sis, we both can't be trying to make a coin. I would prefer to keep all my coins, okay? But as of right now, I'm sticking with Mercari. We shall see. Also, while I was in Burlington, I picked up Tobacco and Tonka Bean. It is from Banana Republic. Y'all, I've been sleeping on Banana Republic fragrances. I really have. And the crazy thing is, before, you know, things started to change, well, I can't really say I go to Banana Republic a lot because I really don't shop there. But This is good. I want to spray this a little bit. It does put me in the frame of mind of, oh my goodness, this is good. I want to spray this a little bit. It does put me in the frame of mind of fragrances like Invite Only and something else, something with tonka in it. I have several fragrances with that hold a very prominent tonka note. But this is good. This is really good. You get the tobacco is not too smoky. The tonka is nice because tonka can come off kind of spicy to me. So I was thinking that this was going to be smoky, spicy, crazy loud, and it's really, really not. It kind of can almost be something from Bath and Body Works. You know, their fragrances are, you know, they're like Bath and Body Works fragrances. You can smell them like they smell nice, but they're not necessarily loud. They're good for layering and stuff like that. That is the vibe I get from this. This fragrance is going to be really good for layering. I think I want to layer it with Invite Only. I think these two would play really, really good together. I told you guys I am going to get into layering soon. I don't know, layering makes me nervous. I feel like I'm just not good at it. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not good at layering because I never really did that before. But I think this one would be good with Invite Only because they both have that tobacco note. So I did go to my local cosmetic company store. Nah, they ain't local. I didn't even know why I said that. They're probably like 30 or 40 minutes from me. If y'all follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you've probably already seen me talk about these items that I got. I feel like I got more. I think I only got, why do I feel like I got more? Okay, whatever. I really went to the cosmetic company store to see if I could find the Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I know I've been going back and forth with that. I have the Cherry Smash from Alt, which I really do love. And I have a travel sprayer of the real Tom Ford Lost Cherry that I got from Sephora. So I don't know. I was just walking in there. I said if they had it, I would get it. If not, it's cool. They didn't have it. So I ended up walking out of there with 3 other Tom Ford fragrances. I went there for Tom Ford. Okay, I had all I had in mind was Tom Ford. Like I knew I wanted to add some more Tom Ford fragrances to my collection. Okay? So I found Tom Ford Noir. This is Parfum. I have Tom Ford Noir Extreme, which is targeted for men, but it's very unisex to me. Now this fragrance does remind me of the Noir Extreme, but this one is a little bit more on the feminine side to me. Yeah, it has something very bright in the opening. I don't know what that is, but this is nice, okay? I've been missing out on something beautiful, you guys. This is good. If y'all have this in your collection, thumbs up this video. This is beautiful. Y'all, Tom Ford makes some sexy fragrances. I just have to say that every time I talk about Tom Ford, he just does sexy. Like he does his clothes, the fashion, the eyewear, all of that. He just really, really knows how to do sexy in my opinion. So I got this at a deal, you guys. This is a 3.4 fluid ounce bottle and this retails for $190. I got this fragrance for $80, like $80 and some change. Y'all know I was walking out of that store with this. I was not going to leave that store without this fragrance. No way, because you guys know how it go. You talk yourself out of it and then you go back and then it's not there. So you might as well just get it and carry on with your life, okay? The next one I got is Tom Ford's Mandarino di Amalfi. This is a travel spray. This is a beautiful bright citrus fragrance, y'all. I love this fragrance. It reminds me of Portofino and those type of fragrances from that line, but this one has more sparkle, more brightness, more citrus notes. It is good. This to me is full bottle worthy, and I'm thinking about it, okay? I'm just thinking about it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but I'm thinking about it. You know what I wish? If you guys know the answer to this question, comment down below. When I run out of my travel spray, when I run out of this, can I buy just this from Tom Ford since I already have the carrier? Comment down below and let me know, because I would prefer to do that than having to buy a whole new one. I also picked up the Tom Ford Black Orchid. This is the Parfum version. Now this came out maybe a year or so ago, and it comes in the beautiful gold bottle. And this is said to smell just like one of my favorite fragrances, which is Black Orchid. Hello. Anyway, there is something in the opening. There is a hint of something, a tinge of something in this fragrance that I don't like. And because of that, I will not be investing in this fragrance. I will stick to the original Black Orchid in the black bottle. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but I just know it kind of turns me off a little bit. This smells like Black Orchid. Don't get me wrong. It smells like Black Orchid, but there is a note in it. I haven't researched it. There's a note in this that is very prominent to my nose that I don't like. So anyway, now I walked out of there and I went down to Saks Off, and I was just kind of looking around. I don't even know why I walked down there, because I told myself when I got out of the car, I said, self, we're only going to the cosmetic company store, and that is it. Don't go nowhere else. And what did I do? I walked down to Saks Off and I picked up some more fragrances. Now, let me tell y'all something. Saks Off, taxing, okay? But when I did the math in my head, I figured, you know, it's better to get it here, because I probably, if I bought this online, when you include shipping and tax and all that other stuff, it's probably going to come out to the same. So I just bought it in the store. So I don't really think I got a good discount on that. Oh, let me go back and tell you guys while we're talking about discount. I think these are regularly like $65. I got them for $27 or something like that a piece. So that was a good deal. So if you guys have a cosmetic company store, go to them. They have some really good deals. All right, back to this. This is La Nuit by Trésor. Okay, let me show you guys what it looks like. The bottle is beautiful. Look how gorgeous this is. You guys know about this fragrance. This fragrance has been around for a hot minute. You probably have it in your collection. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. This is very sexy. I don't know the notes right off at the top, but this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I think it has a little rose in it. I feel like I'm getting rose in this fragrance. I will be talking about these fragrances in detail in videos coming up. Now, I did pick up 2 Replica purse sprays or travel sprays. This is Music Festival. I love Music Festival. I'm gonna like invest in a full-size bottle of Music Festival because I love it. There is patchouli in here. There is cannabis in here. This fragrance reminds me of a sexy stoner. You know, you ever seen those guys that smoke weed and they're just so sexy to, like, you know, they're dressed nice, you know, they have their little jewelry on, they're looking real cute, but they smell like weed, you know. So I call them sexy stoners. That is what this is giving me, and I love it. I love it. So I'm definitely gonna buy a full-size bottle of that. Okay, so I bought 2 new fragrances from the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier. I sold my original Scandal. It just had too much honey in it. It was just, it started to become a little nauseating to me, like within like an hour or so or 2 hours of wearing it, and I couldn't deal. So I ended up selling that one, and then I bought Scandal by Night. I like this one so much better. This does have honey in it, but it has tobacco in it, I believe, and cherry. Okay, this is beautiful. The cherry note in this, you guys, oh my god, it is amazing. It is absolutely gorgeous. So And I ended up picking a big bottle. I want to say this is probably a 3.4 fluid ounce. So I'm happy with this one. I don't know if I'm going to try any of the other Scandals at this point. I think I'm satisfied with this one right now. So I also picked up the Belle Intense. Okay, this is what it looks like. This one came out sometime last year maybe. And I know people say that it smells just like the original Belle, which I will agree. I will agree. You get the juicy pear, you get the vanilla, you know, but this one has tonka in it. And that tonka gives this fragrance more of a spicy vibe to me. And because of that, I think they're similar, but they're different. This is definitely going to be more of a wintertime Belle for me. I am keeping my original Belle that I got because you guys, these fragrances are, listen, they are hard to come by, honestly, and I love the original. So because of that reason, I will be holding on to the original. Now here's what the containers look like. I don't know if I showed you guys, just in case if you're trying to purchase it and you want to see what the container looks like. This is what the container looked like for the Scandal by Night. Okay, I was at Saks last weekend and I stopped by the Tom Ford counter and I was trying to find the sales associate. Anyway, while I was there, I said, you know what, this would be a good idea for me to pick up a new bottle of the Tom Ford's Black Orchid. This is one of my favorite fragrances from Tom Ford. Now, I've had a 1 ounce. The 1 ounce that I have in my collection right now, I've literally had since probably 2016. And I was like, nah. First off, it's time for a new bottle. And then secondly, get you the 50 ml. So I got a bigger bottle. I got the 50 ml. I was hoping they would have had this at the cosmetic company store, but they didn't because I didn't really want to pay full price for it. But anyway, this is my favorite fragrance. So this is gorgeous. This will always be in my top 10 for life. Is the Tom Ford Black Orchid. I want to say it was my gateway. Was it his first fragrance? I can't say if this was his first fragrance, but it was my gateway to Tom Ford fragrances. I know that. So I don't know if this was his first fragrance or not. I don't want to put that out there, but it was my first Tom Ford fragrance. Okay. In the midst of all of this, I had already pre-ordered this fragrance that I'm going to mention. I was just waiting on it to come in. Everybody else got theirs before me. Okay. This is the Apple Brandy on the Rocks by Kilian. You guys, I did a unboxing on TikTok already and my Instagram. And here it is. I will definitely be going into detail about this fragrance in the next videos coming up, okay? But I will just give you my first impression right now since I'm talking about it. This is sexy. This is much lighter. You guys know Kilian had a fragrance in his, well, not had, but Kilian has a fragrance in his collection called Apple Brandy, which is currently sold out. But that one is going for like $4 something. And I was lucky enough to get a decant of that. The two fragrances are so different. The Apple Brandy that was already previously there smells more deeper. It's darker. It has more depth. This one is way light, okay? This is very reminiscent of a drink on the rocks, okay? Lighter. It opens up with the pineapple note. It opens up with cardamom. And so the cardamom makes it kind of spicy. It reminds me a lot of Valentino's Umo Yellow Dream. That fragrance also opens up with a spicy pineapple type of note. I want to say it's pineapple and ginger. This one is pineapple and cardamom. So I like it. I think it will be really, really good for spring and summer, whereas the Angel Share is going to be definitely a banger for the wintertime, my opinion. I don't think that this is necessarily something that you guys should break your neck to get, you know, go crazy to get. I think that if you wait until it gets to the counter, you will be satisfied because Honestly, I probably could have waited until it came to the counter, but I'm a big Kilian fan, so y'all know I had to have mine pronto. I wasn't waiting before it to get to the counter. I wanted it immediately, okay? I needed it. I needed it like this. Bring it. So, since we're on the topic of Kilian, I did order another Kilian fragrance. I ordered this one from Fragrance X. Yes. This is Intoxicated by Kilian. Right now. Oh my goodness. This is coffee. I want to say this is also cardamom. This is delicious, y'all. This is yummy. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Okay. I'm not going to waste too much time. This is good. Sexy, sexy, sexy. Definitely one. I don't care. This is one that I would wear all year round. I know a lot of people pull it out for, you know, the cooler months, but, and it's been around for a minute. It's not anything new, but, oh God. This is powdery. It dries down to something soft and powdery. It's delicious, okay? It's very intoxicating, and it makes me feel intoxicated when I smell it. It just, the name is so fitting for the fragrance. It's just amazing. So I bought 2 fragrances from KKW. My very first ever KKW fragrances. And I knew I wanted one of the bodies. I think I smelled body 1 or body 2 in Sephora. And it was like, meh. You know, and so I read the notes on body 3, and it was more of what I like in fragrances minus the lavender. So y'all know I was on pins and needles hoping that this fragrance did not have a prominent lavender note, because I just don't really care for lavender that much in fragrances. You know, if it's going to be there, it has to be, you know, in the background. It has to be kind of muted. So thank goodness this one was very muted. I like this fragrance, y'all. I like this fragrance, and I love the packaging. The packaging is so cute. I don't know if this is an accurate you know, size of the bouteille, but I think this is really, really cute. I love the box that it comes in as well. It kind of opens up like that. I think that is adorable. This smells good, you guys. Oh my goodness. Let me just spray a little bit. Oh, this is so me. This is warm. This is a little spicy, not so much. But this is sexy. It has character. It has depth. It has a little bit of mysteriousness to it. This is me. This is the body that I like. KKW body 3. This is the body for me, okay? Now, I did smell this next one in Sephora, and of course they were sold out, so I had to order it online. This is Gardenia, Crystal Gardenia. Am I saying it right? Yeah, Crystal Gardenia from KKW. This is gorgeous. If I could tell you to buy anything from the KKW line, it would be Crystal Gardenia. This is so good. Oh, on so many levels. This is good. I'm going to go into detail later on, but this is good. Like I said, if you're looking to buy some KKW fragrances, get the Crystal Gardenia. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. It's good, okay? Oh, seriously. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with my KKW. Finally, I've added, and I've been wanting to add some KKW to my collection. I just didn't know what I wanted. I smelled some of the other fragrances that she came out with her mom, and then she came out with some with Kendall, and then she came out with the sisters, Courtney and was it Courtney and Chloe, and I didn't really care for those. So I'm happy that I found a couple of fragrances from her line that I really like, because I was thinking that I probably was not gonna buy anything from there, but I like the two that I have, so I'll be holding on to those. Now, I was watching Mona Katan, and she did a video a while back, and she was going through her fragrances from like 2010, 15, 16, 20, you know what I'm saying? She was going like back, you know, to the fragrances she loved during that time period. And she mentioned Elie Saab Le Parfum, and a couple of other YouTubers talk about this fragrance too. So I say, you know what, it's worth a try. So I bought it, and it was very reasonable. She also mentioned that it was made by Maison Francis Kurkdjian, so that was kind of like my tipping point. Oh, this is not the last one. I got one more. That was my tipping point. When she mentioned him, I was like, oh yes, I have to get this. And this is what it looks like. Very cute. Now, when I first sprayed this, the honey, and it, hold on, child. Ooh. The honey in this fragrance is very potent, okay? That is what I get a lot in this fragrance. I want to say this fragrance has orange flower or orange blossom in the top as well. Once this fragrance dries down, it reminds me a lot of Love by Kilian because of that orange flower, and the honey in this one calms down and it turns into something kind of like a syrupy sweetness, and it just reminds me of Love. So for that reason, I'm going to keep it. I sprayed it on last night because I just got it yesterday, and maybe like 30 to 40 minutes into the dry down, I said, this reminds me of Love, and that's one of my favorite fragrances from the house of Kilian. So that's what saved this fragrance. Otherwise, it was either getting sent back to Fragrance X, or I was going to sell it on my Mercari because, baby, that honey, I just got through talking about the honey that was in the Scandale. And, ooh, but this is a brighter, fresher, lighter honey, but it still can be a little bit cloying. The honey in the Scandale is thick, right? So they're two different vibes or two different smells when it comes to honey. But it smells like, in the dry down, like I said, it smells like Love by Kilian. So I'm going to hold on to that one for a little while and see what it do, okay? See what you do, girl. See if you still gonna be here in a couple of months, all right? Okay, now this is last. This is my last fragrance, last but not least. I have been sampling BDK fragrances. I got Gris Charnel? I got that one. I got Smoking Rouge, and I want to say I got another one. I can't remember. Smoking Rouge is the one that made the most impression on me. This smells like cherry Coke, y'all. It smells like cherry Coca-Cola. I know I've been on a cherry kick, and this was definitely in my lineup of cherry fragrances to get. I love this one. Oh my goodness. I'm getting Coke. I'm getting cherries. I'm getting sweetness. I'm getting syrupy type of vibes. This is good. Now, I will be honest with you guys. I'm a little bit disappointed in the longevity of it. But I felt the same way with the Gris Charnel. And I was hoping that I wouldn't feel that way with this one. But I got to keep it real with y'all. I've not played with it. So when I come back and do a full detailed video on this fragrance, I will give you guys the total rundown on the longevity and the projection. But I sprayed it last night, and we'll come back to it. We'll revisit. So anyway, that is all for my haul. I wanted to do this haul so I can start putting my fragrances up and getting them off my desk, okay? If you have any fragrances in your collection that I just showed you today, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about them. Also, go follow me on Mercari, because you never know when some of these fragrances might pop up on my Mercari. So make sure you guys do that once you're done watching the video. If you're into fragrances like I am, I would love for you to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you're having a pleasant day, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.